And welcome to Today on a Monday morning, November the 4th, 2013. I'm Willie Geist along with Al Roker and Natalie Morales. Boy, it's cold out there.
It is.
It's cold.
Good day to have a beard.
Yes, it is.
And it's a good thing we're going for it
You're
now,
doing great.
right?
I got to tell you, I like the salt that comes through.
Well, there's a lot more salt than there's pepper, that's for sure.
So if we project this out to November 30th, where do you think you come? I mean, is that like coming down?
No, there's no.
Well, you're going to trim it, right?
So. No, I'm just going to let it go.
Yeah, me too.
Let it go?
Yeah. I'm letting it go.
I thought you were going to just do the mustache.
I was, and then I thought, you know what? I'm lazy. If I don't have to get up to shave, why not?
It didn't hit me till, because you and I think both shaved the night before.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me till last night. I said, there's something missing in my routine. I don't have to shave.
You shaved the night before?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, just in case you cut yourself.
Yeah, because you cut yourself up, and then
it saves yourself a little time.
And it saves you, 3 minutes in the morning.
So you're saving
Every minute
yourself
counts.
3 minutes.
Yeah, it's part of our No Shave November.
That's
We're doing
right.
it for a great cause, trying to draw awareness to men's health issues, testicular prostate cancer, things like that. And Natalie, you've been so kind to participate along with us.
Well, I agreed. I said on Friday, no wax in the mustache. I said on Friday, the armpits, the legs. Savannah and I
okay, let's
solidarity.
Stop there.
You missed it Friday.
Yeah,
it was already announced.
Could you recap it for me? It sounds
No,
fantastic.
In solidarity.
You see that online.
Ladies are on board,
today.com.
too.
You said you're going full 70s, I think is the way you put it.
Let's leave it there. Moving on.
Okay.
I tried.
No shave November.
I tried.
No shave November. A little bit of news to talk about at the top. Man, that was a scary incident on Friday at LAX. More details coming out about the tragic shooting death of a TSA agent at Los Angeles International Airport. About 9:20 in the morning, you see some video here of people inside the terminal fleeing. Paul Ciancia of New Jersey allegedly walked up to a TSA checkpoint, Terminal 3 at LAX, using a .223 caliber assault rifle to shoot TSA officer Gerardo Hernandez at point-blank range. Ciancia then proceeded up an escalator, but when the wounded officer appeared to move, he returned to the lobby, allegedly shooting him again. Police said he shot a couple of other TSA agents and a high school teacher. The suspect is in the hospital in critical condition. There's so many layers to the story. Some sources saying Ciancia texted his brother saying he was going to commit suicide before the shooting. His father got word of those texts, called the police in their hometown of New Jersey. Those police called Los Angeles police. Everybody did the right thing.
And the roommate who dropped him off didn't suspect that this was going to happen. So, I mean, it's really horrifying that once again, here we go again. And the question this morning, you think that you have all these extra layers of security at the airports now, but the question, I mean, there's always going to be a way to get in there. We were talking this morning. I mean, if you're going to go to the baggage claim area, I mean, that seems like a pretty easy way to walk right up.
I mean, there are police. You'll see police or National Guard patrolling the ticket areas and stuff. But now, are they going to start thinking about arming TSA agents?
Yeah. Well, if so, then it would be a whole other layer. I mean, you have to train them. I mean, they become police officers.
They're law enforcement at that point.
They're law enforcement.
Right. And there are some people saying they should be armed. But as you say, there are a ton of people armed in airports.
Right.
And this guy was confronted, too late, obviously, because we lost the first TSA agent who's ever died in the line of duty since the agency was created in 2001. But he was confronted with gunfire and suppressed. So
fortunately, other police officers who really stepped in there and are real heroes, because it could have been much, much worse.
Yeah. And this TSA officer was about to turn 40 this week, as a family. So just a tragic story. Here in New York City yesterday, the marathon went off without a hitch. That was good news amid heightened security. Less than 7 months after the bombings at the Boston Marathon, there were at least 1,500 cameras positioned along the route. That's in addition to all the thousands that already exist in this city.
Record numbers of, 50,740 runners this year.
And it was so cool to see everybody out in the plaza this morning. They're all wrapped in the orange jackets they got after the race. And a really inspiring moment is Paralympian athlete Tatiana McFadden won the women's wheelchair race, completing, get this, her quest to win 4 major marathons in a calendar year. She's won the Grand Slam, 4 marathons. She won, 24 years old. She won the Boston Marathon in April, crossing the line hours before the bombs detonated. A week later, she won the London Marathon. In October, she won her 3rd straight Chicago Marathon. And then yesterday, wins New York. What an
the
awesome
Grand
story.
Slam. Next, she's going to be competing, hopefully, in the Paralympics in Sochi.
Yeah.
She actually was born in St. Petersburg, so she gets to go back to her birthplace. So
it's such a great New York
story.
day, isn't it? Marathon Day in New York. It's one of my favorite days of the year.
I used to always love when I lived in the city going and watching on the finish line. You can't help but just be inspired. You leave there, even whether you're a runner or not, you leave there saying, you feel like you can conquer the world after you've seen some runners, you know, and they're 100-year-old runners crossing the finish line.
This young lady out at our window today, Joan Johnston. She is 86 years old.
Yeah.
She's run 25 New York marathons. She's done others as well, and she fell. But she's
But she looked good, and she showed up this morning.
Yep.
So there you go.
And you guys have both done it. I've never done the marathon.
Oh, come on, next year.
Next year.
Next year.
Train together?
Yeah.
I'll train
next
with
year.
you. I'll help you. Sure. Next year.
Natalie will help you out with that one out.
We'll get you a coach.
But I'll be there. I'll be handing out water.
Right.
You know,
We'll be working the volunteers.
63,000 gallons of water that the volunteers handed out.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Although I saw the people with the sponges. Thinking, yesterday, did you really need sponges?
Although when you're running 26 miles, it's not a bad little pick-me-up.
Everybody out on the plaza said the wind yesterday was crazy. You're running into these 15-mile-an-hour
When you come over the
winds.
59th Street Bridge, too, I mean, you hit a teeny bit of altitude there, and you get that wind on your face, and it's pushing you back, so that can't be easy.
Congrats to everybody who finished that race yesterday. Here's another story I want to tell you about, an app called SELFIE. You heard about this? It shows a feed of public photos from the people you follow. It only allows you to upload photos when you use the front-facing camera on your phone.
How does it know?
Selfies only. Similar to Snapchat, the selfies disappear in a short period of time. So you can choose from different...
Am I the only one who's sick of selfies? I feel like
I'm not a selfie
too
guy.
many selfies.
I'm not a selfie guy.
I've taken a selfie or two.
I've taken a couple, but
or
it's not
1,000.
like...
Yeah, well, maybe not. Well, maybe 1,000.
Yeah,
But there are people, when they have free time, they take a selfie.
That's all
like
they
just
do.
look in the mirror, take a selfie, and send it out.
There's no looking good in a selfie. Have you noticed that? You're either all chin or you're all forehead, or
you do the Kim Kardashian.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
That one
some
works
would
for
say.
me. That selfie worked. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't all chin.
That was all butt.
It was all cheek. All cheek
Worked
all the
for
time.
her.
It did. It worked for her. It looked good. Looked good on you, though.
You never get it right. It's like, where do you hold the camera?
Kanye's always got someplace to put a soda.
There is a shelf element, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
That's fantastic. Okay, apropos of nothing, we've got some video of David Hasselhoff doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Just because we love the Hoff so much.
Just because.
Yeah.
This is a new compilation clip online of David Hasselhoff.
Your doppelganger.
That's my
Yes.
boy. I haven't heard from the Hoff, by the way. I don't know if he's upset
Let's
or what's
check it
going on.
out.
Let's talk. Here he is rapping the iconic theme song from Fresh Prince of
Story
Bel-Air.
all about how my life got turned upside down. I want to take a minute, just sit right there. I tell you how I became the Prince of a town called Bel-Air.
The Hoff doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Come on. This is what people have a lot of free time.
Do we have any video of Willie as the
Go
Hoff?
through.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Now, I gotta
Who's
tell you-
better, Willie as the Hoff or the Hoff as the Hoff?
Hoff is the Hoff.
Ripping that rug
Willie
of
is the
chest
Hoff.
hair off left some permanent damage,
yeah.
I have to tell
It was
you.
kind of like 40-year-old virgin.
It was. Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
That's the last time I glue a rug to my chest.
Oh, just wait till Halloween next year. There'll be more.